It's a case that shocked the entire community. A beloved local brew pub server shot and killed during a sidewalk robbery in the Woodstock neighborhood.
Now, 5 years later, detectives, family, friends, they are still searching for answers, and they hope the community can help. Who killed Michael Olson? Our Amy Frazier has tonight's Coin 6 Unsolved.
Just inside the front doors of Hair of the Dog Brewing Company on Portland's Central East Side, there's a photograph of Michael Olson.
We know, had a good attitude, and people would complain about the train noise, and he would always say, "What train?"
Michael started out washing dishes here. Then he became a server.
And he quickly became a very popular person around here. He was very likable and lovable. And
owner Alan Sprints and co-workers created this tribute after Michael's shocking murder 5 years ago, a case that remains unsolved.
You know, it impacted everybody who worked here. So everybody was grieving, and a lot of people still are suffering with it.
People, including Michael's parents. Sandra and Jim Olson live in Florida.
Very sad. It's not something you get over as a parent. It's always there. You just learn to live with it.
The night of September 30th, 2014, Michael went to a bachelor party in Southeast Portland.
And they ran out of beer, so he made a beer run with his buddy.
She says they were walking back to the party when Michael was attacked. This text to his parents saying, "Love you both a million, a billion," would be their last.
And when I realized when he had written it, which was just a few hours before it happened to him, that made it even more special.
That September night, just after 11 p.m., Portland police responded to reports of a shooting here along 52nd Avenue in the Woodstock neighborhood. Detectives say someone tried to rob Michael and then shot him.
One guy just reached up and shot Michael in the back of the head, and Michael collapsed. The other young man who was with him ran for his life, and thank goodness he survived. So that's all I know.
At the time, police released this sketch of the suspect, but there are still no arrests and no answers.
And I think because, as we've talked, it was such a senseless act of violence, we'd like to know why. You know, that's one answer I would like to ask the person. Why? He wasn't armed. He wasn't going to harm you. Why?
Still, they say Michael would want his friends and family to go on with their lives.
I can almost hear him saying it. Mother.
So they focus on the good times.
As one of the people said, Michael loved to sing both on key and off key.
He was a poet.
There's even a book of Michael's poetry at Hair of the Dog Brewing Company, compiled by his friends.
What's important to me is one of his friends said to me, "Now I'll always have Michael's words."
Family and friends also hope someone will speak up for Michael where he can't by giving information to police about his murder.
Well, it's not going to bring Mikey back. It doesn't take away the grief, but, you know, it's a little bit of justice if there is somebody who actually is held responsible for it.
In Southeast Portland, Amy Frazier, Coin 6 News.
Michael Olson's birthday is this Friday. The day is especially hard for his family and friends. If you can help with a tip to investigators, you're asked to contact Portland Police. There is a reward for information leading to an arrest.